Well, welcome to the very last episode in our whole Scotland adventure. And if you can judge how cool someone is by how cool the people they hang out with are, then you're going to think we're so cool by the end of this one. So we've got 3 lots of friends across Scotland. The first lot we go and visit, she's like training for the Highland Games. We tag along to go and see what that looks like. Last year she met the King doing the Highland Games. Like, it's super cool. So this is cool friends number 1. Cool friends number 2, he's a tattoo artist. He's a mushroom forager, which got me pretty excited. He's also a dog behaviourist, which was very handy for the little shouty one and me. And then the third lot of friends, way back when in the dark ages, when they got married, when they were really, really young, I was one of the only friends at the time that could drive. This is going back a few years, and I actually drove them to their wedding, which is so, so cute. Anyway, after a few years of living in their motorhome, travelling the world in their motorhome, they've now settled in Scotland. They've bought the house with possibly the best view out of their windows in the whole wide world. Just wait till you see their view. And they now run a brewery from their garage, which Johnny thought was extremely cool. This episode was so much fun. So much fun. I hope you love it. And honestly, if you don't enjoy this episode, then you need to stop watching my channel, because this is literally as good as it gets. If you do enjoy it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need you guys to tag along, because at the end of this video, we're going to be making a little announcement that Johnny and I have made a decision about 2025 and some upcoming adventures. So be sure to stay till the end. Enjoy this last episode in the little Scotland road trip, and I'll catch up with you at the end. Enjoy! This park up, we're in a car park of like a pub restaurant, and it's the only site that we stayed on via the Britstops app, which used to be a printed book, which we got years ago when we first went to Scotland. So this is the first time we've ever used it in the app form. The deal is that you can stay in someone's car park, but you need to go and have a meal or a drink in their bar or restaurant, which was fair enough. However, we ended up spending 70 quid in this restaurant. Cost us a bloody fortune, and we didn't even get a shower out of it. So actually what we should have done instead was go to a campsite where we could have done all of our chores, and it still would have been much cheaper. I mean, it was a very nice meal, don't get me wrong, but like 70 something quid was just crazy. I have no idea why this bit of footage has gone into slow-mo. I must have done something wrong as I was filming it, but my goodness me, doesn't that puppy look cute in slow-mo? Oh, God love him. He loved rolling in the seaweed, which I guess is better than rolling in fox poop, but it still stinks. Silly puppy. So we're parked up on this campsite waiting for our friends to turn up. And I'm in the van with Sonny, and Johnny's outside, and I hear him talking to this bloke, and he says, "Excuse me, mate, is your dog a Rommie?" And Rommie, if you're not in the know, it's like slang for Romanian rescue dog. And this bloke, Neil, it turns out, says, yes, she is. And they do have a certain look. Romanian street dogs, like you can often spot them from afar. It's really fun. It's a really fun game, actually, trying to pick them out of a crowd. Anyway, Johnny came and got Sonny out and introduced Sonny to Lola, his new little lady friend, and they played and played and played. Lola is much younger. I think she's like 18 months or 2 years or something. So she way outplayed poor Sonny. He's an old man. He couldn't keep up with this little youngster. But it was so cute, and it didn't matter how rough he was with her or she was with him. Like, they were an equal match. And they just look so cute together. I swear they recognise something in each other. It's really lovely. Anyway, this guy Neil was great fun. We chatted to him for ages. And he does some work with the rescue that he got Lola through, which I think is called, I'm going to pop it on the screen because I can't actually remember. I think it's like Save a Shelter Dog or something like that. But yeah, we spent a long time chatting with them and just watching the dogs play, and just really be themselves. It was so, so lovely. Neil, lovely to meet you, chap. Give Lola a big cuddle from me and Sunny. So this campsite is just outside of Inverness. It was a really, really lovely site. And beautiful old trees everywhere. It was like part of an old estate. I think it was really lovely. If I can try and remember the name of it, I'll drop a link to it down below. But cool friends number one, Jason and Jax, they came and spent the evening with us here. And then a few nights later, we go and park up at their place, which is when we go to the Highland Games. And yeah, you'll see all that. But this site was really, really cool. And these guys were just like camping in little tents. And then in the morning, they just packed up and toodled off. And they must have been going to a car show, I imagine. I've got no idea. But aren't they adorable, those little cars? Look how heavy this fruit is. It's just like dangling down because it's just so heavy. Beautiful. My gosh, those are perfect. Wow. Here's another elder. Just look at those berries. Good heavens. Wow. That is a very, very happy elder tree. Beautiful. When we packed up and left the next day, Jason and Jax took us to this really quiet little corner of Loch Ness that I'd never been to before. It doesn't feel very touristy here. I think this is possibly where the locals come rather than the coachloads of tourists. There's this beautiful beach that we walked along, and then set back behind the beach was this gorgeous forest. It was so, so beautiful, and so many good sniffs with Sunny. He loved it. No, carry on. I won't be used to dunking around in the water now. Sunny, what's happening, baby boy? Do you want me to...
We've got to go across. It's all right. It's all right, boy. It's all right. You can do it. Come on. Above. There. There you go.
No, it wasn't too bad, was it? Oh, bless him. Look how he's walking. Good boy, Sunny. Well done, buddy. Clever sausage. It's the gap underneath, isn't it? He doesn't like when there's gaps. Yeah. He doesn't like it. Yeah. You're a good boy. Well done, buddy. Look how much water that's holding back.
Yeah, I know. Some pressure on that.
Under pressure. Good acoustics as well. Sunny, yeah, he does.
Calm down, you'll get told off.
Spot him right now.
What's that, Sunny? What's that? Oh, get it. Get it. What's it?
Yeah, no, it's nothing.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Johnny's birthday. He's 58 today. And this is where we woke up. It's not a shoddy birthday spot, is it? Happy birthday, Johnny Bobs! Oi!
Oi!
Oi! Oi! Happy birthday, Grumpy!
Leave me alone.
Oi!
Go away.
This is Dornoch, a really beautiful town. Very touristy again, but the architecture, just look at these buildings. I mean, these are just stunning. I've never seen architecture like this. It almost looks French. Beautiful town. We've been here before. Really, really loved it. Have great memories of it. And, well, there's also this chocolate shop. We found ourselves in Cocoa Mountain for Johnny's birthday, so he's got a regular made with cow's milk hot chocolate and a chocolate ginger and hazelnut brownie, and then I've got dairy free, and it's delicious. And the dog is very fed up because he's not allowed chocolate. Yeah, it was really good. I remember it being really good last time. We were just saying how good Sunny's doing, like coming into cafes and things. If he's scared of the door, like those electric doors, he doesn't like those. But like Johnny didn't have to drag him here. He just came in and he's just stood there watching everyone, taking it all in his stride. He's a good boy, isn't you? Johnny needs to try them, that's for sure. Hang on.
Get it! Sicky, sicky! Sicky, sicky! Sicky, sicky! Oh, you've tangled it round now. You.
Ah, you stinker! He's actually eating it.
Is he?
Yeah, actually eating
Wow.
So this is Jackie, aka Jax, aka cool friend number 1. So this is us visiting her at a Highland Games training session. So let me explain what all this is about, because this is bonkers. So her friend moved to the area, went to the Highland Games in 2023, but noticed that there weren't any women competing in like the heavy events. She asked around, found out there wasn't any particular reason other than no women locally had ever bothered. So she roped in a friend who roped in Jax, and then they just started training. They didn't have any official kit or anything like that, so they started off by throwing kitchen brooms and even a pair of men's trousers that had been tied up at the bottoms and weights had been put in the leg. Hilarious. So this was only last year. Jax went on to compete in her first local Highland Games just 6 weeks after her first ever practice session, and her second event that she competed on was the very next day, which is when she met the king. I mean, how bonkers is that? As you can see, the group has now grown from that first 3 ladies that started this off, and now it's become quite a thing. And these girls are addicted, man. They love it. And I have to say, it looks fun. So this is my mate Jace.
Hello.
After we'd finished the practice session for the Highland Games, we went back to their house, saw Jason, her husband, who cooked us up the most amazing homemade pizzas. Thank you guys, it was so lovely to see you both. Thank you for your hospitality, and we hope to see you both again soon. Good morning. It's been a little bit quiet from us for the last couple of days because we were staying with friends last night. And we're kind of on that last week where we're just catching up with people around Scotland, and then we're going to slowly be heading our way home. And we're both feeling very sad about that. I think actually all 3 of us are feeling very sad about that. But saying that, look, it's the first day of real rain that we've had in this entire month, as in the whole of today. The forecast is terrible, so we've had it very, very good. We've come back into Dornoch, which is the little town where that hot chocolate shop was. So we might have to pop back in there. You know, just because we're on holiday and it's the rules. We've also got to go and find some dog food and things like that. Oh, and the butchers. We last came up here in 2017. We did a month-long road trip around the North Coast 500 back when it was a wee new thing. And we came to this town and we went to this butcher's, and we both remember it as being a really good butcher's. So they opened at 10 o'clock this morning, so we better go there as well.
Yes, good boy. Good boy. This way.
So this is Justin, aka Cool Friends number 2, and this is him taking Sunny out around the garden and just kind of teaching me the basics. Not teaching Sunny, but teaching me. And when I tried to do it, I got so confused. There's so much to remember. Sunny responded really, really well to the training though. He really enjoyed it, and he actually kept his attention for quite a long time, which I was kind of surprised at. Good boy, Sam. Look at this. So these are freshly picked chanterelles, and what was it called?
There's slippery jacks.
Slippery jacks.
And bovine boletus. I think there's only one of them, so I don't know.
So is that the slippery one?
That looks like it might be the bovine boletus.
So we are currently leaving the east coast of northern Scotland, the Highlands of Scotland, and we're travelling across to the west coast to go and see our third and final group of friends up here. Our friends are actually in front of us. Oh look, more castles. They like their castles up here. So en route we're going to stop up at this beautiful, amazing waterfall apparently, and they wanted to come too because it's so gorgeous. So okay, let's go waterfall hunting. Every beautiful place that we drive through, Johnny and I are both mentally buying houses, oh, this is a nice view, oh, that's south facing, or oh, that's yummy. It's really funny. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we end up living up here one day. We're both a bit smitten with Scotland, I think. Wow. Holy moly. Justin just found me a set for a penny bun. Oh, cool. You call it a hedgehog?
It's hedgehog mushroom.
Hedgehog mushroom. How cool is
Really
that?
easy one to identify because it's the only type with that kind of spore. I'm thinking is probably a birch bullet. So that's a good eater.
When we first got up to Scotland, I noticed that there were loads of mushrooms and toadstools out. It's that time of year, obviously. And I started looking for courses that I could go on whilst I was up here.
This one is the sickener. So this one is not nice for eating.
And whilst I did find lots of mushroom hunting courses, they were either full or they were in areas that we were nowhere near at the time that they were being hosted. Generally, they're just on one weekend day. And none of them tied in with where we were or what we were up to, which was unfortunate. However, I didn't need to worry about it, did I? Because apparently your cool friend Justin, he's like a bit of a whiz when it comes to it all, really.
Which one?
And this piece of woodland that we were in, there was so much to look at and forage, and some stuff he didn't know, and he's obviously very open to not knowing. It's not a subject you mess around with. But it was very, very cool, very cool. And the sep, or the penny bun, I did know what that one was, which was cool, but I would never have picked it and eaten it without having an expert confirm that's what it was. The hedgehog mushroom, both Johnny and I thought that was a lion's mane mushroom, but apparently it's hedgehog. There you go, every day's a school day. And we picked up lots of others along the way as well. And it was really, really interesting. And I wish that I could download Justin's knowledge and upload it into my brain. That would be so cool. But I think you just got to put the time in, as with everything else in life. If you want to get good at something, you just need to put the time in.
We'll double check on that one, but I think that's a good eater.
I can't believe this is what I've been wanting to do all holiday. And I was looking at paying lots and lots of money, Justin, to do this. And you're showing me for free.
Hang on, I'm going to bill you later.
Oh, is that the time? We've just parked out for a quick little coffee and lunch stop, and I'm just going to have to cook these mushrooms because I'm so blinking excited about them. So let's get this baby cleaned up. Right, so excited. So I've never done this before, don't entirely know what I'm doing, but I do need to get all that muck and dirt off, so I'm just going to slice it. So any purists out there, please let me know what I'm doing wrong. So this one's a little bit trickier because they got all these little almost like hairs on there, and little bits of dirt can get stuck in those. So that one I'm kind of winging it. We'll see how we get on with that one. This is an Opinel knife, which they're really good knives. They're really cheap and really good. But I don't know what it is about me and Opinels, but I don't seem to be able to use them without drawing blood every bloody time. I feel like I need to say, because this is the internet and everything, that I don't know mushroom ID. I did know that was a cep or a penny bun, but I have never foraged them for myself. I am not an expert, and if Justin hadn't been with me, I would not have picked it and I would not be eating it. If you get it wrong with mushrooms, you can die. No going back. Please don't watch this and just go and pick some random mushroom thinking it looks the same. And Justin, thank you for knowing your shizzle, because this makes me very excited. Okay, a bit of garlic going in first of all. Just give that 30 seconds to do its thing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Justin, I love you. Right, and that's my little hedgehog one going in. Put that one in the middle. I think that one's going to have a slightly gritty texture. And the fig is just to add added ponce to the plate. Looks good though, doesn't it? Oh my God. Wow, it's so tasty. And now let's try a little bit of that hedgehog mushroom. Mmm. Oh, I like that. Oh my God, that's lovely. That texture is really fun to eat. It kind of looks like wet dog fur, which probably isn't a great selling point, to be fair. But it's really nice texture in your mouth. Mmm, that is so, so good. I'm glad I put the garlic in and all that butter. Delicious. I'm going to eat the rest of this without you guys watching me, so just take my word for it. It's damn fine. And I think I forgot to shout this one out. The first friends that we stayed with, Jackie and Jason, Jackie gave me this jar of homemade cherry jam. So this is my pudding and this is delicious. And happily for me, Johnny hates cherries. So I did really good out of that one. I know it doesn't look much on the screen, but that mountain there is bonkers. Johnny's just said he wants to climb it. Look at how sheer that rock face is. I mean, that one over there looks hard enough. But that one, bonkers. If you live in an area where there's lots of wilderness, I don't think you could possibly understand what this feels like to us, living in a country and in an area of a country that is so blinking busy. To come up here and just see vast, vast space. Like, it is filling me up like nothing in England can do. I love Dartmoor and I love Bodmin, and they do fill me up, but this is like continuous. It's just stunning. It's like bloody what do you reckon? Rubbish, isn't it? That is pretty.
Just sorted.
Oh my God, look at this place. Scotland, 10 out of 10. And here we are, our third and final cool friends. This is James and Joe, and we're just getting a little tour of their brewery, which is called the Loch Brewery Company. This was great fun. Johnny particularly enjoyed this visit. In case you didn't know, Johnny, my grumpy builder, loves beer. It's one of his favourite things. So getting to try the range of beers that James creates here was Johnny's idea of a very good time. And what was really lovely about this stay was that Jo, who's a local lass, she's from Polperro, went to school with her. And I know her parents, and her parents were actually up staying with them. So the six of us spent the evening together with the boys, sipping on beer, until James, the little monkey, brought out a bottle of whiskey at the end of the night. And Johnny was doing pretty well until that bottle of whiskey came out. And things went drastically downhill. I went off to bed at this point. I could not watch Johnny's demise. He stumbled back in the wee small hours. And let's just say the next day was a tough day for Johnny. Anyway, I'm going to link to the brewery down below if you fancy trying some new beers. I do believe they can do a mail order. And if you're up in the area, lots of the local farm shops and bars also stock their beers. So definitely keep an eye out for it. Apparently, it's delicious. James, Joe, love you guys. Hope to see you soon.
Silly boy. Come on. Come on. Good boy.
Alright, it's day 26 of our little adventure. Last night we stayed with the friends that had the brewery and somebody got steaming drunk. So I've had to drive this morning. We're kind of starting the drive south, which is really sad, but I just wanted to put the camera on and show you the state of this van. Are you ready for this? Minging is the word you're going to use. So there we are. That's what it's looking like. I don't quite know what happened because I didn't drink last night, but it's absolute bloody mayhem in here. There's boots, there's rubbish, the floor is just filth. There's the grey water tank that needs emptying. There's a stinky hound. Hi, Stinky. Yeah, so I'm going to spend 10 minutes getting this cleaned up. We're in a lay-by. We're heading back to Inverness just to start heading south. So Johnny's going to cook us some grub and I'm going to make us dent on this. He's even got his bedroom light on, look. Come on. What's that? Oh no, there's a little beach. Nice. Good job I put wellies on, buddy. Where are we going? Oh, I've got a hole in my welly. Oh no, Sunny, this way. Oh no, we just sprung a leak. Oh my goodness. Oh, did we? Oh no. The wellies have been breached. Oh no. There's not an awful lot I can do about that right now. Oh yeah, that's a puddle. Damn it, I didn't know I had a hole in my wellies. Ew. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Good morning everybody. It is the last day of, it's the penultimate day of our adventure. Today we're heading south. We're 13 miles north of Edinburgh currently, and we will be getting into England today, which is actually making me feel really sad. I don't want to go home. Scotland, what have you done to me? So we're on the motorway now and we're all fed and watered. It's about 9 in the morning and we're going down to the southeast of England to see Johnny's mum, and it's going to take us 7 hours and 22 minutes minus pee stops for me and the dog and coffee stops mostly for me, so it's going to be a long day of driving.
Must have cost a few quid.
Yeah, right. When we headed north into Scotland, we were on main roads, we were on motorways, and now we're heading south, but we're taking a different route and we're going through these really small roads. We were quite surprised actually how small these roads were, but this is the border town. This is the last town in Scotland before we cross the bridge, cross the water, over into England. And here it is. So this is the border bridge. The water, I forget the name of the river. And this river separates England from Scotland. And then when we get to the other side, there's this tiny little sign that says England. Aww. Well, it definitely looks like we're back in England. Holy moly. So we've just pulled over into this services because we needed a pee and we need to swap drivers and stuff. And this is why I've fallen in love with Scotland. England is just too full. Look at it. This is mayhem. They're piling in here.
Take me back to Scotland.
After visiting Johnny's mum and staying the night in the van outside her house, we then packed up bright and early the next day and headed back. This is us leaving Devon and heading back home into Cornwall. And actually, I was getting the warm and fluffies now.
What you got to say, Johnny Pops?
Well, I guess it's all over Johnny Pops, isn't it? But what is nice is we sat here on this journey planning our next adventures. Ah, that's so cool. I think we've both definitely got the bug again, huh, Johnny?
Yeah. Lovely Lou.
Oh, we're
Back home.
I'm actually really happy now. Up until yesterday, I didn't want to come home, but now I'm feeling it. I want to hug my pussycat. That's what I want to do. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that final little episode in the whole Scotland series. This one was a monster to edit. I think I started off with 2.5 hours worth of footage and I got it down to, I think it was about 30 minutes. So yay, go me. As I hinted at the beginning of the video, we've got some upcoming plans that we put together on the way home. For the rest of this year, 2024, me, the dog and Noodle the van are going to be exploring Devon and Cornwall. And then in January, Johnny and I, the dog and Noodle the van, are going to be heading across to France, and we're going to spend 6 weeks exploring France. Then we're going to come back, no idea what's going to be happening in between, but then in May I'm going to head on up in Noodle with the dog back up to Scotland for a month. Johnny's going to drive to the southeast of England, pick up his son Kieran, and he's going to drive up, and then we're going to kind of meet somewhere in Scotland and hang out. No idea how long the boys are going to come up for, but that should be a good fun time. And somehow in between all of that, I have to make stock for my online shop. Next shop drop is November the 1st. Pop that one in your diaries. I've also been accepted into 3 new craft shops in Devon and Cornwall, which are beautiful, and I'm very excited about that. And I've got a load of Christmas markets coming up. So my head is a little bit full right now, but I feel alive after a couple of years of really struggling with mental health and hormones and life changes. I feel in a really good place. I'm so excited and I'm so looking forward to adventures again. Thank God. On that note, please know that if you enjoy watching my channel, I would really appreciate it if you whacked the subscribe button. And also please know that every time you like a video and you press that little thumbs up button, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything to support the creator, but you really are. Johnny and I are talking about / leaning into going full-time in the van. So the more that you guys can show your support on the channel, the better the channel will do in the algorithm on YouTube, and it will really help us like make the leap to going full-time. It's not something we can financially commit to right this minute, but I can kind of see it happening maybe even this year. But long story short, please know that it doesn't feel like you're doing an awful lot when you just like a video or leave a comment, but it makes such a huge difference to the creator. So thank you in advance. Also, the leather shop have now gone over to opening up monthly. This month it's about to close actually. I'm speaking to you guys at 11:37 in the morning on Sunday the 20th of October, and hopefully this video will be out this afternoon. The shop closes today at 8 PM GMT, and then it will reopen again for the next shop drop on November the 1st, and it'll be open for about a week. So bear that in mind, pop that in your diaries. If you wanted to get hold of any of the gorgeous new products that I've got on the site, these glasses cases have flown out. Oh my God, you lot love them. Thank you to everybody that's placed an order this time. I really appreciate your support, and I hope that you love your new products. I really do. Anyway, I'm going to go and get this video finished and uploaded, and me and the dog are going to see you guys really soon. Bye for now.